Hello everybody, welcome back to the Save and Made Simple channel. My name is Bella. I'm a zero-based cash budgeter from Ontario, Canada. I work full-time. I am a single mom to not a young son, he's 11, and I work in automotive. So today I'm gonna be doing my Monday minis. I have $150 put aside. I was gonna look, maybe I still will, just to see if there's anywhere I could condense a couple of these 20s into 10s, because I don't know. Well, we'll just see what I can do first. Probably can't. I should have done this before I started filming. Oh, well, at least I can do some 5s, just to get rid of a couple of the 20s. 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. I think that's actually it. Actually, you know what? Before I do anything else, I'm also going to go through what's in my sinking funds, just because I did film my unstuffing video. I had it all edited, and then I accidentally deleted it while I was making room on my phone. And I then went through and deleted everything in my recently deleted folder. So I was just trying to make room, and I wasn't thinking with my brain. So in gifts, I do have 20 left. We did spend money on a birthday party for my son. His friend had a birthday. Then in vacay, we have 45. And in hockey, so his dad did pay his half. So his half was 405 and my half will be 405. So I've got 50, 1, 25, 30, 130, which is better than nothing. And it doesn't have to be paid until I think October 1st. And then I did just drop my car off at the mechanic, and I got $100 to hopefully pay for at least some of that. And then otherwise, yeah, that was it. I didn't do anything else. All right, so I should have 150 here. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And my main goals for my Monday minis for at least a little while is fun and vacay, vet, piggy bank, car, and emergency. And I'm also, well, I've got a challenge. I will be putting together probably a challenge for saving up for back to school, because that's coming up. I mean, they're not out of school yet, but they'll be out of school and back in school before we know it. So, okay. So I'm going to open all of these up and show you, or introduce them all to you. And then we're going to set up the money and how we're going to play. I did ask you guys how you wanted to see me play, and I got some pretty awesome ideas. All right, so that one's a 25. We're going to start this one again, which is 210 for summer. And that one's going to be going toward fun and vacay. We're also working on this one here. We're starting a new one for emergency. What? Oh, I just heard you sigh. I think we're going to do this one for the sinking funds. And then for the monthly, we are just starting May. All right, so what do we have? Okay, so for the piggy bank, we have a scratch and save by Cashin in Canada. Then for the fun and vacation, we have the summer challenge, which is from Designs by April Fields. Next, for my car fund, we have Save the Bill. Then for the emergency fund, we will be starting this scratch and save worth $100 by Cashin in Canada. For sinking funds, which will pretty much be car, emergency, vet, those kind of things, we've got $105. This one's by Isabel Gege. And then for the monthly, going toward probably my car fund, will be the May challenge, which is worth $85. So we are now going to start with the money. So I asked you guys what you wanted me to do. I said I have more 20s than I usually have, and here's what people suggested. They suggested that I mix in a 20, and I'm also going to mix in the 10. And then as I'm rolling, it's going to be what they're all calling an extra spicy draw. So I'm going to take 2 dice. So we've got purple and red. And I'm going to roll 2 dice at a time. Once I go through all of the cash in my hand, I'm going to swap out what I can for the 20s and buy back some 5s. And then we'll keep playing. So let's get started. Everything's pretty much empty right now except for save the bill, I think. So everything's just starting over. So we've got a 1 and a 2. We've got a 4 and a 5. We've got a 2 and a 4. We've got our first extra spicy, which is a 6 and a 2. We have a 5 and a 2. We've got a, oh, I think I just did that again. A 5 and a 6. A 5 and a 4. Here's another spicy one. We've got a 5 and a 1. We've got 2 5s. All right. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll buy back those 5s. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll buy back those 5s. All right, we can play a couple more times and then that's it. Hopefully we get something for number 3. We got a 6 and a 5. 2 1s. How is it possible we're playing with $150 and we're not getting anything? Snake eyes again for number 3. There we go. A 3 and a 5. Okay. Let's just start packing these all over. All right. So for the first challenge, we've got the monthly by Designs by April Fields. And we've got $30. Oh, here comes the math. Okay, so we've got 13 and 7 and 10, because that's 20, 30. Good. So we'll put that. That's all this challenge has, so I'm just going to throw that right in here. There we go. Next, we have, whoops, the new 105 savings challenge that is going towards sinking funds, and we've got 25, 35, 45. So I might need my calculator. I just want to make sure I do it right. So 45 minus 6, 12, 18. Six, 12, 18, 24. All right, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. All right, so that one there has, I think I said 45. And I'll put it in there because that's all that's in there so far. There we go. All right, thirdly, we've got our emergency fund with Cash in Canada. We've got 15 in here. So let's just color the 15 because that's what makes sense. And again, that's all that's in this one, so I'm not going to do another count. I'm just going to throw her on in there. There we go. All right. Then for Save the Bill, we got a 5. So we will do this 5 here. Sorry if you guys can hear my child squealing. I didn't tell him, to be fair, that I was going to be filming. So, all right, so this one we will count. So it is at 50, 75, and 80 out of 250. So we've got a while to go. There we go. All right, moving on to the summer challenge. We just have a 20. So we're just gonna do, I'll do the big one. So we'll do the 20. And again, we're not gonna do a count because that's all that's in here. Next week will be a little more interesting, I think, because there'll be money to count afterwards. All right, this is our last challenge of the day, and it's going toward my piggy bank, and I actually think we might have finished it. So 10, 15, 20, 25 actually finishes this challenge. So, I'm not even gonna color it because it's finished, but I will take it out because it is finished, and I will start this one, which is a $20 challenge. And we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So this is gonna go, well, not exactly this. I'm gonna grab a 20 from somewhere else. And then I'm actually going to put that 5 somewhere else too, because I don't want 5s in my can because they just take up too much space. So I'm gonna grab this 20. And then this 5, I'm gonna put in Save the Bill. So it'll be at 85 because it's going toward my car, and my car is my priority this round. So, whoops. So we'll do right here. Ding, ding. So I will go put, well, I'll go grab my can, and then I'll put all these envelopes away. So give me 1 sec. All right, so there's the can there. I have no idea how much is in it yet. Or still, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea how much is collected in it. I'm gonna open it with you guys at the end of the year. There we go. And then we will put all of these back, but I'm gonna shuffle them up a little bit. Whoops. All right, we have that one, and this one, this one, this one, and these 2. Hopefully we do better with number 3s next week. All right, so that's gonna be it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.